beautiful people, and yes, I'm talking to each and every one of you. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. My name is Kendra, and before I get into this video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button before you leave this video today. Today I'll be talking about DBT and just kind of reviewing the program. I'll be doing this video in 3 parts, and the first module of DBT is, or the one that we did anyway, is Interpersonal Effectiveness. And this section of DBT really teaches you how to respect others, how to maintain your relationships, and how to respect yourself as well. If you have not done DBT before, I will tell you there are a lot of acronyms. The acronyms used in Interpersonal Effectiveness is Dear Man, Give, and Fast. For Dear Man, it stands for describe, express, assert, and reinforce. For the man part, it's being mindful, appearing confident, and negotiating. For the word give, the acronym stands for being gentle, being interested, validating, and easy manner. And then the fast stands for fair, apology, sticking to your values, and being truthful. I won't go too much into examples of each acronym and all that stuff, but I will link YouTube videos in the description below, because they also show you a lot of videos to describe examples of all of these acronyms and how you can implement them in your life and your relationships. What I learned from Interpersonal Effectiveness is how to use the right words to get what I want out of a person. Something that was big for me to learn is it's not what I'm saying or what I'm requesting, it's how I'm requesting it and what words I'm using. And I learned that there are a lot of words that are overlooked all the time that are actually very triggering and will cause a person to become more defensive than you intended. Or you didn't even intend to really start anything up, but just that one word set that other person off, just like words can set you off. I also learned how to effectively put boundaries in place. I would basically put myself in an awkward position not on purpose, but just to make the other person happy. And there are healthy boundaries that you can put in place. DBT teaches you how to do that effectively and how to use the right wording and to remain respectful but refusing something if it makes you uncomfortable. And that goes hand in hand with respecting yourself. If you're allowing someone to disrespect you and you don't stick up for yourself, then you're disrespecting yourself, essentially. Now I'm always catching myself if I have a disagreement with my boyfriend. I really pay attention to what words come out of my mouth, and I try not to offend him or provoke him to become angry. For example, I don't even know what to call it, but I did make an adjustment on how I asked him to do something. So I don't want to put him on blast, but I mean, I'm guilty of this as well. However, there was a time that I asked him to make sure that he finishes his leftovers, like his food in the fridge. And he had expressed to me a word that actually triggered him. This is how I phrased it. You better finish your food in the fridge. And he was like, right instantly, he was like, what do you mean I better? And he expressed that it made him feel like a child. It made him feel like I was his mother trying to boss him around or demand something of him. And I didn't really mean it that way. I was just like, I don't know, it's weird because that just seemed so normal to me to say it that way. What do you mean I better? You're not my parent. Like, why are you talking to me like that? And I realized there are a few other things that I can't talk. And there were a few other things that I would say to him that he would express that made him feel like a child. I don't really know where that comes from. It just seemed so normal to me, but that's one part. But that is one area that I made adjustments in, is just watching how I speak to him and trying to watch how I express something. And what DBT taught me is it really helps if you express how something will make you feel. So for example, if someone is home late for dinner, you don't need to get on their case and just go up one side of them and down the other. You can just express that it makes you upset. It upsets you that they're late for dinner. You know, you spent however many hours preparing for this dinner and you were really looking forward to it. And there is a good way and a bad way to express how you feel about this. To sum up interpersonal effectiveness, it focuses on 3 different areas. And the first area is getting what I want. So how do you successfully request something from someone without coming off as demanding or disrespectful? The second part of interpersonal effectiveness is keeping self-respect. So making sure you are staying firm with your boundaries and sticking to your values. And the third one is keeping those relationships. So that's where the being interested, when someone's talking to you, show them that you're interested in what they're saying to you. Look at them in their eyes, make sure you're not looking down at your phone or anything like that, because that can make a person feel unheard and not really cared for. You're showing them that you don't care you're showing them that you don't care about what they're saying. I know that's one thing that's triggering for me, and I have expressed this to my boyfriend, that when I'm talking to him and he's not looking at me in my eye or he's looking down at his phone, I feel unheard. I don't even want to talk to you anymore. Like, I don't even want to bother trying to talk to you anymore. I don't want to tell you about my day or anything like that if you're not going to pay attention. If you're not showing me that you're interested in what I'm saying, why bother, right? Also, when you're making a request for a change in someone's behavior and they actually they're putting in effort, reward them for that as well, or praise them, in other words. For example, acknowledge everything that they're doing. So if you're in a relationship and they don't like to take out the garbage, or they don't like to do the dishes or something like that, but then you notice that after you express that you would like them to help out a lot more, if they are doing little things here and there and it's out of the blue, you don't even expect it, you're like, who is this person that's suddenly got the dishes washed, or who is this person that changed over the laundry without even being asked? Acknowledge that and tell them, hey, I noticed that you did this and I really appreciate it. It made me feel good. It made my day easier. It really brought peace to my mind, because I mean, if you're coming home from work and you're dreading doing the laundry, or you're dreading doing anything. And it's not just limited to like housework, it's anything. So make sure you acknowledge their efforts, and that'll make them want to do it even more, because it's like, don't you feel good when you're being praised for doing something right? I do. I feel like this part specifically played a huge part in my relationship, because we don't get into as many arguments as we used to. And I think it was just a bit of a communication issue, especially with me. When I got heated in the past, I would say some really messed up things. I'm not even going to repeat the stuff that I've said, but there's definitely been a whole shift in my attitude towards our disagreements. We actually sit down and talk through things. I'm sorry if I'm spitting. I'm constantly seeing some things flying, but at least you're watching me from a screen and not in person, because I wouldn't want to talk too moistly on you. But like I said, I will link the YouTube videos down below that they actually used in the DBT program, so that you have a better understanding of these acronyms that I shared in this video today. And then there are 2 other modules to DBT as well that I'll be doing separate videos for. Well, I hope you guys loved this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave this video. Also, check out my channel and let me know which videos are your favorites, which videos you would like to see from me, and tell me if you're considering doing DBT. I would, for one, definitely recommend it. It was highly effective with me, and it really cleared some things up, because sometimes when you're growing up, you're not taught specific skills. I didn't know that it's really about how I say something and not what I say. I didn't know that some words specifically were triggering, and I didn't know, looking back in my past relationships, I can definitely see where the communication was just not healthy at all, and we both used the worst words towards each other. If I had DBT a little earlier in my life, I would have been great, but it's a work in it's a work in progress, and I'm so glad that I got through it. It is hard to commit to it because you do have to attend the same day, the same time every week. And there were some tough days where I wasn't feeling like talking or really putting any of my input in. They are patients, so they're not going to force you to talk. They're not going to force you to share anything. You can decline respectfully if you don't want to speak on a specific topic. And that's what I really loved about that. I hope that it's like that in all, excuse me. I hope that it's like that in all DBT program. Also, remember, if you are doing DBT, you have to want to do it. You have to want to get better. You have to put in the effort, because at the end of the day, no one can really fix you or help you. They can only give you the tools that you can use to help yourself. So you have to actually want to improve and do what it takes to do that, to accomplish that goal. But like I was saying, I hope you guys love this video. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you've been considering DBT, and also maybe you're on the fence about it. Let me know about your concerns. It's definitely not harmful at all. It's really, you got nothing to lose. Like, it's not really something that's gonna damage your brain or anything. It just teaches you a healthier thought process. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or night whenever you're watching this, but I'll see you guys later. Bye.